Hi, my name is Kristi Simpson with KristiSimpson.net, and in this crochet video tutorial I will be teaching you how to complete the basic crochet cables. It is not hard, so join me with your Premier Deborah Norville Everyday Collection yarn and your J hook, and let's get started. To learn the cable stitch for crochet, it is not difficult. All we're going to do is to use the front and back post double crochet and work our way through the center. The rest is single crochet. And to look at it before we get started, you can see that it's twisted here. And that's what we consider the cable, is when you see the twist in the work. And on knit, you actually have the loops on your needle and you have to take them off and swap them around, and it's very confusing. But with crochet, all you do is look at your order of stitches and say you have 4. You will work on these 2 first and then come back and work on these 2. If you have 6, you'll work on the last 3 and then come back and work on the first 3. All you're doing is working over your stitches, creating the twisting effect on the fabric. So to begin, I am using a 5.0 millimeter, just an H hook, and a medium weight by Premier. It's just the Deborah Norville collection, but just use whatever your pattern calls for, or grab whatever you have readily available to practice. And I chain 13 just to get started for this swatch, and this is great practice because it's a simple cable. And let's single crochet all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, just very simple single crochet row here. For the next row, just chain 1 and turn. And now we're ready to start our next row. So single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will front post double crochet 4. Okay, and you wonder, well, which one do I work on? Do I work on this front one, first one here, or do I work on this one? Well, let's look at our stitches here. We're going to do 4, and then you should have 4 left over because we're working on a count of 12. And then from here you will know which one to work in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have 4 stitches here in the middle. Okay, if you cover those last 4 and cover the first 4, this is your first stitch you're working on. Now for a front post, you will not work in the top stitch. You will work around the post itself. So yarn over, go front to front, yarn over and pull back through. And then complete as a double crochet. Same thing, around the post. This is 3, and we're going to do 4. And then same thing here. Well, do I work in this one that's right here or the next one? Well, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So you work in the next full one, not one that's pulling towards it. Okay, turn, chain 1 and turn, single crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you will see a bar going across here of where you did the front post. Now this is the back of the work. If you look, you will see the double crochet post here. We are going to not front post, but back post double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook to the back, to the front, to the back. See how it's around that bar of the post? then yarn over and just pull back through, and then complete as a double crochet. It's a little tricky until you kind of get used to it. So yarn over, and if you hold your yarn up, and then if you kind of flip your swatch backwards, you're just going to go like that. So it's the back to the front to the back. Or if you work on the back side, it's just like that. Just pull it all the way through and complete. That's 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet 4 to complete this row. Now that we have set up the front here, you see we have the front post and the back post. And the back post, to look at it this way, this is the back side, okay? Whenever you do a back post and the previous row was a front post, it's lining up all the stitches correctly on the front side. Okay, if you can see the ridges there, try to turn it so you can. Okay, single crochet 4, and then we will complete the first cable stitch. And it's really super easy, like I told you before. And your pattern may call for a front post treble or a front post double crochet, but the concept is still the same. On the cable that's done with 4 stitches, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You will skip the first 2 and work in the last 2 first. Okay? So I'm going to just use a front post double crochet. So insert your hook front post into the 3rd front post and complete it as a front post double crochet, and do that in the 4th. Just work around the post. Alright, you see how it's leaning now that way? Well, now we're going to work over and work in the first one here. And if you have trouble seeing it, take a stitch marker and mark them. I mean, it's not going to hurt to help yourself that way. So insert your hook into the first one as a front post double crochet and complete the stitch, and then complete it in the second one. It's the only one not worked in right here. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it back through, and then single crochet 4 to complete the row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can barely see the crisscross, and after this next row or 2 you will definitely be able to see it. So chain 1, single crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since we're on the back of the work here, we will be completing a back post double crochet. Now you're wondering, where do I put my stitches? It's all twisted. Well, they're in order. 1, 2, and behind there's 3, 4. And that's exactly the way you're going to work them, in the order that they come. You will not twist again. So yarn over, back post, yarn over, back post double crochet. And then these first 2 are kind of tucked in there, but it's not hard to get to. Just pull them out a little bit. Yarn over, back post, and yarn over, back post. And then single crochet 4 to finish the row. Now that we finished that row, you can see the twist in it much better. And the process is the same. You will just follow your pattern, but for this one I did a front post row, back post row, cable, back post row, front post row, cable, back post, front post, cable. And it's really, really simple. Give it a try, and I hope that you will gain confidence and try even more technical cables as you go.